Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, the car today is a 2011 Vauxhall Corsa. The engine on this is the 1.4, it's petrol. I'm not sure what the engine code is yet, but I guess we'll get there once we scan the car. Now, the problem with this car is this car has been scanned, and I was told there is a P20 something. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll check that on the scanner as well. But apparently the car had a code for the throttle body, or throttle body related, I guess. I was told literally, oh, we cleaned the throttle body, but the problem doesn't go away, and we don't know what's wrong with it. So the car is extremely difficult to drive. I'm gonna start the car and I'm gonna try to show you, but the car, when was dropped here, was dropped where my one is right now, and literally just to move it, just to maneuver around there and bring it to here is an absolutely nightmare. You need to keep revving the car, otherwise if you try to let it to idle, it just shuts down, it jerks everywhere, the revs bounce quite bad. So yeah, I don't know yet what's wrong either, but first things first, let's gonna start the car and see if I can show you exactly what it does. Okay, so I haven't started the car today, so let's gonna do this. It took ages to start. As you've seen, it took a little bit to start. We have the spanner light on and the fuel. Right, let's kind of wait to see what it does. The car is parked here for a few days because I was working on the Ford Focus Nightmare. Finally got that done. So it starts to sort of nearly. So the revs, the engine is running really badly. Let me see if I can open the bonnet and show you. And he's just shut down. Okay, let's start this thing again. Now, if I keep revving it like that, it actually sounds good. It doesn't respond very quick, but it revs. It looks like it runs okay, not missing or anything like that. As soon as I take the foot off, start to lose the revs. Oops. Ooh, that sounds bad. And it's gonna go. Okay, let's gonna turn it off. I don't want to do any damage. But yeah, as you have seen, it's doing again what I was doing when I show you the actually engine bay, and it was just about to shut off. So let's gonna plug in the Maxi-Sys and see what we have. This is weird. I've never seen the Maxi-Sys doing this. If I do search engine, I don't know which engine is. I just know it's a 1.4, but I don't know which one is. So it does this. It comes back to this menu where it shows you this. And now if I press escape, it's going to read the codes. It finds something. It doesn't tell me which engine is. And then when I come to ECU information, it actually loads the VIN number. Hold on a second. So it loads all the details, but then after this, it tells me engine type. It might be normal. I'm not going to say, oh well, but actually, let me try to see if I find exactly which engine we have on this, so I can actually make a correct selection. Okay, and I couldn't really find the engine code. There's no labels around the engine. The label on the side is already gone. There's no labels on the loom or anything like that. I really don't know what I really don't know what engine code we have on this, but he found an engine, so let's gonna see what code we have. Oh, keys off. Radio. Okay, so he was right. So come on, P0223, throttle pedal position sensor switch B, circuit input high. Okay, it's gonna look at some of my live data. Whew, this is not very good. What the heck's going on here? This is not very good. I have a feeling this is because I've not selected the right engine. Let me go back and just make an educated guess about which engine we have here. So let me try the first 1.4. So there is 3 1.4. Let's gonna try the first one. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, it gives you a little bit more stuff. Let me see if I have the same codes. Yes, I do. Come on, just focus. What's going on with you today? Right, escape. It shows me the same stuff. Let me just see if I have live data now. No, I don't. So let me guess that this is the wrong engine. Let's try the second one. Okay, that's gonna go to live data. Boom! Okay, so looks like my engine is actually the... Just let me try one thing here, guys. Let me see if I get any... It looks like it's the XEL. Let me just see if I get any live data from here as well. And I do, so either it's gonna be the other one or these one. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Just see if I get any information here for the engine type. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. System engine name, date programmed, so a lot of stuff missing here. Let me try the other one, see if it makes a little bit more sense. I think it's the first time I had the Maxi-C is not actually automatically identifying the engine number, the engine type. It's really weird. Yeah, same stuff. It's gonna be one of these. I'm gonna stick with this one for now. So let's gonna look at some live data. So APP1, APP2, that's what I want to look. I want to look at all of these ones. 21%, bloody hell. That's already wrong. Okay, so 21%, I'm not even touching the pedal. So something's not wrong, unless I'm on the wrong engine. I really hope I'm not. Let me press the pedal. Okay, so here we go. So my pedal actually goes all the way from... There we go. So that's good. But my throttle shows... There we go. So 3.2, 3.5. Let me start the car. There we go. So circuit 2, can you see circuit 2? Showing 5% stuck high. There we go. So it's definitely a problem with the throttle, with the throttle body. Now we can either have a bad throttle body, we can have a bad wire, or we can have a bad ECU. But I think because the MaxiSeries is not detecting my actually engine code, and I want to make sure I do this through the right engine code, I think I'm going to get Opcom or GDS, something along those lines, just to make sure. Just, you know, I could carry on with this, and I'm pretty sure that already showed me what my problem is or where my problem might be. But I'll get a tool that actually identifies the engine properly, and we go from there. Here we have is the A14 XER. Okay, so we got this detected with Opcom. So now we can go straight to Corsa D. So it's the 14 XER. Okay, so I still get, don't know why he's doing this. Programming date all F's is a little bit weird. Okay, maybe no alpha code. Okay. Okay, well, a lot to do on this. So fault codes again, 0223, position 2, circuit I. So let's gonna confirm actually, oh sorry, dear me, P0223, throttle position sensor 2, circuit high voltage. So just to recap, as we have seen, he actually showed he actually showed the... Are you gonna load it or what? Oh, interesting. Now here doesn't show anything. This is really weird. I think I'm gonna have to get the MaxiSeries back, because this is not showing what I want them to show now. Okay. Right, let's gonna start to do actually some measurements and see exactly what we have. Okay, and we made some progress. So the car is now running without... One thing I forgot to tell you is when the car is doing all that sort of try to shut down, that sort of bouncing on the revs, etc., the accelerator stops responding completely. That's been sorted. The car is not going off anymore, and you will not believe what I found. So my next step was to remove, which I did already. Let me just quick show you. Oh dear me. So was remove these hose here to give me access to the plug. A little bit noisy because the fan is just constantly running. I believe because I disconnected the airflow meter for some reason. That's the only thing I disconnected, but I've disconnected the airflow meter. So if you guys are familiar with this, so this, let me put it like this. So this end goes onto the air box, and obviously the air flows this way into the throttle body. Now let me show you this. Look at the airflow. Someone put this airflow meter the wrong way. Honestly, I'm not gonna even comment too much on this, because just it's ridiculous what some people do, what some people is capable of doing, you know, not paying attention. Anyway, so this sorted my problem of the going off, and obviously the only thing we are left now, again, is obviously my throttle position sensor 2 stuck at high. So let's gonna have a look. I have some diagrams already, so let's gonna have a look and take some measurements to see if we find anything. Okay, so the plug for my throttle body is this one here, 6 pins. On this side I can see it goes from letters, it's not numbered, it's letters from A to F, from A to F. Now on this side I can't really see nothing, but on this side there is definitely a D right there at the start, and if you can see a D and then an F right there. So these 3 pins on this side on the top are D, E, F. The other ones are going to be A, B, C, obviously. Now I should have, and you guys are gonna have to wait. We started with glare and now we have rain. I'm sure it's gonna be sun again in no time. And lucky you, because while I'm waiting I decided to take things a little bit more than I was initially planned. So I'm gonna take a little bit more through the diagrams, so you will understand exactly what we're gonna be measuring. So this is pretty much what we're going to be looking at. This is my throttle body, and this is going to be my ECU. Okay, now pin A and B is a straight connection to my ECU, so we're going to ignore that. Whatever we have on A and B we ignore it. On pin C we should have 0 volts. So if you guys remember, when I've showed you in there, we have the plug is something like this. Then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on one side of the plug I can see a D and a F, so obviously that pin is going to be a E. On the opposite side I don't see nothing, so I'm not sure if this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, or if it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F. Either way, on the opposite side at one of the ends we should have 0 volts, okay, as you can see from there. So on pin C, which is going to be either that end or that one, we should have ground, which is the feed to my sensor. Pin E, which is that one in there, is going to be my 5 volts reference. There is. And then the 2 position sensors, I'm not sure which one is which one is 1 and 2, but that doesn't really matter for now. One of the sensors, it should have 3.1 volts fully open, 3.7 fully closed, and 2.4, the other one should be 2 volts fully open, 1.4 fully closed. So this one drops voltage as it goes to fully closed. This one does exactly the opposite. Now, I'm not going to 100% trust this voltage. Your diagrams or information is not always correct unless you get it straight from Vauxhall, I guess. Yes, I could open TIS 2000 and see if there's any information there, but to be honest, I don't really think I need it. So what I'm going to do is take some measurements. As I've told you, sun is coming, so we're going to carry on working. So with this in mind, I'm not going to show you this again. You can obviously just keep these, or I might do, I don't know. Anyway, let's go and take some measurements and see if we find anything wrong. Okay, I'm going to actually use the test light, because that way I can load the circuit straight away and see if there's anything wrong with wiring, at least, or sort of. So let's go back to this. So again, and as I've showed you, I think I've showed you at the back, so D on that side of the plug, F on this side. So if I turn these around, F is here, that's going to be F in there, so D, E, F. Actually leave it like that, so D, E, F at the top, so it's going to be A, B, C or A, B, C. So if I put in there, I don't have nothing there, so my test lamp, my test probe is connected to voltage. I don't have nothing at that end, and I have 12 volts, can you see in there? And I have 12 volts at that end, so which means that end in there should be so I have ground in there, so that's going to be C, so it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, which makes sense actually. I don't know, are you seeing the plug? Now we have glare, bloody hell, glare and shadow. So bottom A, B, C. So we have 0 volts on my C, as you can see there, which is my feed to the sensor. Then in there, I'm gonna guess we're gonna either have on A, we don't have nothing on this one, so I'm gonna have most likely 12 volts on A. Let me change the test probe. That wasn't easy. Oh no, I lost my thing, didn't I? Oh crap. Yeah, we're still in there. Right, so it's back to ground now. So, and there we have. So on A, I have 12 volts, which means is my feed to the motor, and then the motor is pulse width modulator controlled by pin B. So on the opposite side, D, E, and F, if you remember from the diagrams. So E should have 5 volts, which is my middle pin. So my light should just slightly start to glow. I don't know how well you can see this. Hold on a second. You can see like that. It should just, I'm not gonna load it for too long. Can you see it? How well can you see it? There we go. Can you see it start to glow? So I have 5 volts here, which means my pins on these two ends are going to be my feedbacks from the actually throttle body. So let's kind of cycle the ignition. Oh dear me. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm back probing the two pins at the bottom, so D and F, which is my D, and F, which are my signals back to the ECU. So at the moment, I have connected my multimeter to ground, and I have connected the black lead, which is my pin. So bottom on that side is D. So D, fully closed, I should have 3.7 volts. Boom, bang on. Can I open these by hand? Okay, yeah. I can open the throttle body by hand. So there we go. Fully open 0.5, which fully open should be 3.1, but obviously I see how much is 3.1. Not really sure why it goes like this. Okay, not sure if this value is right, because it's going from 3.5 to actually 0.5. But again, I don't fully trust those values in there. It could be my search for diagrams and information that could be wrong. But we can see the value moving, and that's all we are interested on. Now let's gonna try the other one. So let me swap these leads. So this is now the other sensor. And I have, which is F, I should have 4.93, which is the 5 volts that shows on the diagnostics. So I'm gonna open this, and as you can see, nothing happens. See that? So this, to me, because we are probing these at this plug, to me that means this is bad. We can still have a problem with our loom, but at the moment we have no signal coming out from the throttle body, which to me means straight away we have a bad sensor inside the throttle body. So next step, remove the throttle body and see if there's anything we can do about it. Okay, so I've opened the throttle body. I should have showed you. I do apologize. Someone has been trying to open this because this was all broken. You might gonna think, oh, you did it. No, I didn't, but it doesn't really bother me. So I'm trying to open this. I already took the disc from the shaft because I'm trying to pull all these out. But the reason why I'm trying to pull this out, I don't know if the camera is going to actually be able to capture this. You have 4 sort of plates, brushes that touch that in there, the resistor. And what I want you to see, Sorry guys, got interrupted. But there's 4 brushes in there, sort of. And what I wanted to look at, I don't know if the camera is gonna actually capture that. The 2 in the middle, the 2 close to the center, are not touching at all. They are not even touching that. So yeah, looks like something is not right. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is to pull these out. That's why I've took these off, see if I can pull all these out. I'm not sure if it's going to come out or no, but we'll have to try. Oh well. Stay with me and we'll see if I can take these off or not. Okay, so for some reason I can't really take these off. So what I've done was the following. I bent these up to give me room to push the little brushes down, and now I'm going to press these down again. Hopefully this will work, then we'll give you a clean obviously, and we'll plug it in and see if we have any readings from the position 2. Okay, all cleaned. Just sprayed a little bit of contact cleaner and cleaned the surface with a little bit of cloth, paper cloth. Spots on now. I can definitely see all the brushes touching in there now. Well, obviously you can't, the camera doesn't focus down, but you can probably see a little bit in there. Before I close this bit, I only put 2 clips, but I spread a little bit of grease just to lubricate while we are on it. And now let's just plug it in and look at some live data. Okay, so let's gonna plug this in just here. Okay, just like that. It's gonna turn the ignition on. Whoa! Definitely was not doing that before. So let's kind of look at some live data, shall we? I don't know how I'm going to show you this live data, but I will find a way. Let me just hold a second. Sorry guys, I was getting interrupted again, but look at that. Well, I'm not showing you nothing, am I? Oh crap. Right, so up throttle 1, up throttle 2, now we have a value in there. So definitely that was my issue. So I'm just gonna try to somehow see if I can move the, hold on a minute, this is a little bit, oh crap. Turn it around, let me see if I can move that. Yes, I can. There we go, look at the values changing. And back to 149. So let's gonna put everything back together and give it a go. Hopefully before it rains. Now that's gonna put this, but the right way, okay? Not like someone did here. Okay, and let's gonna have a go at this for this charging. Let's gonna have a go at this and see what happens. Okay, so I had the battery here. I had the key on for quite a long time earlier, and I really hope this thing starts. Yeah, battery is low. Damn it. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Running perfect. Oh, we have another light flashing now. What is this? Okay, let it run for a little bit. Let's just What is that for? Seatbelt? Really? Not really sure why the thing is going. Let me just let it charge a little bit and see what happens. Okay, and I just went through a quick scan, and we now have P2176, which I was kind of expecting that. Minimum throttle position not learned. So let's go try to learn this throttle, and should be it. Okay, and because there is no procedure for this particular car or engine to actually do a throttle learn, a few startups and stops the ignition off, etc., and the code went from present to not present. So right now I'm going to clear these codes. Just confirm that we have no faults, and we do have no faults. Let's start this thing, and he's even asked me to fill up. Honestly, it's this constant buzzing is actually for the fuel. It will stop in a minute, but it's running fine. Let's have a look at the engine. Idling perfect. Let's just give it a few revs, make sure he revs okay. Revving okay. And I think that's it. Okay, and before I run out of fuel, let's stop this thing. So to recap: 1. Airflow meter fitted the wrong way. No comments. Throttle body, looks like someone opened it before, so don't know if someone actually messed with those little brushes inside, and it maybe initially only needed a cleaning. I don't know. The truth is, it was not touching. I hope the camera shows that part. If it doesn't, just trust me, the inner side was not touching the actually resistor or the layer at the bottom. Before I closed it, as I've showed you, I've washed it with contact cleaner on the inside, not just there but where the gears are, and then I sprayed a little bit of grease inside to keep it lubricated, and that's it. Now some of you are gonna go, well, I wouldn't trust these, I would just replace these and the other guys. Yeah, probably, but who knows, it might last the rest of the life of the car. So the owner is aware that this was the issue, is okay with me repairing it, so now he knows what the problem is. If it fails again, then obviously we'll need another one, but honestly I'm quite confident that this is going to last. The rear brushes underneath, I don't know how good comes on camera. They're actually good, so it was not like if they were worn, if they were worn and that's why they stopped touching. Not whatsoever. They were actually quite in good shape. So if they were worn, obviously I would probably would say, okay, let's gonna replace this, but no, they were actually in very good shape. So with no further ado, guys, let's going to wrap these up. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's some information here you guys can find useful. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.